Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to Swindler's Den and Spelljammer, Losers in Space. We all hope you had an amazing episode 1. We all had a lot of fun playing. Yeah, I will be your Dungeon Master, Grizlocke, today. You can find me on YouTube under that same name, as well as here for Curse of Strahd on Sundays, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. No, sorry. That's wrong. Sundays for Stormwreck Isle, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is either premiering its finale soon or we're nearing the end, just based on when we recorded this video here. We're not entirely sure, but we're getting close to the end, so make sure you stay tuned there. As well as Wednesdays for Curse of Strahd. You can see all of these faces here, there at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday, damn it, Friday! Our schedule is so convoluted. Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyways, let's reintroduce our players, starting with Lortomas.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes. Hello, I am Lortomas. And I'm playing I play Chef, and you can find me here playing Strahd with Grizlocke.
We'll go over to the BK, the BKZ.
That me. I'm the Burger King man. I'm BakaZombie. I'll be playing Nive, the Astral Elf Wizard. You can also find me on this channel on Strahd Day, and also over on the Interdimensional Library, where I play a game over there as well. Or you can follow my Twitter at ZombieBaka.
Moving on down to the person I've known the longest out of this group.
You're not gonna say
He doesn't know.
Okay. No, I know. I thought there'll be more to it. But hi, I'm Ginghi. I play Clara, the Plasmoid Monk. You can find me on Curse of Strahd as well. And then for me and Grizz's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Soul Link Nuzlocke that we try to do weekly.
Yeah. And last but not least, of course, the boy wonder, who's always coming up with names that everybody gets confused about.
Yeah, I'm Meyore, and I play Lauren, the Alan Bard. Yeah, you can find me here on Losers in Space, Curse of Strahd, on Swindler's Den, and then also on my own channel where I DM a joint adventure of Lost Mine of Fendelver and Dragon of Icewire Peak, which is fun. So, woohoo! Ready to go. Let's do it.
All right. So, last session, you all, we started with you all on this planet called Tarnok, where you were moving the furniture of a Hadozi man by the name of Gimbal Glide Spocket. It's furniture out of his house. You struggled with the couch before these astral seeds rained from the sky, crashing into the planet, sprouting into these huge crystalline vines and monsters jumping out of them, sucking the life force out of nearby humans. You did battle. You ran off on your cart toward your ship, boarded, and took off into space, just barely squeaking by, getting your gravity field in order in just enough time to get the atmosphere enveloping your vessel. After a little bit of flight, short rest amount of flight, you noticed a blockade on the horizon of elven ships, Xaryxian Empire ships to be specific, that slowly approach, which I have to retcon. I think I said they were like metal ships in construction. They're actually like a carapace-like thing, sort of like a beetle's hide or something like that, you know? So slight correction, but those approached and boarded your vessel, saying that they were looking for someone aboard. That someone you found out, obviously, to be Gimbal Glide Spocket. You guys, thinking on your feet, hid him in a barrel of rice, covered him up as the crew of the Dark Star Moth Astral Elf Empire ship searched for him. Chef let out the nastiest of toots in the area around the barrel in hopes that they would flee from the smell. He was successful.
Around the universe.
Yeah, he was successful in this endeavor, but the crew of the Dark Star still managed to find some hidden drugs underneath a floorboard of the ship. Upon this and not finding what they wanted, they were kind of pissed and went back to their ship, and that's when the audience got to hear the words, "Bombard them." And that's where we'll pick up today's episode. So, crew, the music didn't change.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. It's just playing 2 right now? Nope. Okay, weird. That's okay.
I see just sea dogs.
That's okay. So as they fly over to their ship, what are you guys doing in the interim?
So just to remind myself, my beautiful lady was Captain Asmodane, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna like spin around. Did you see? It was true love, don't you think? I really felt the connection.
Is it Clara to spy him, or
I think
spying?
Clara's the only one with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still down in the galley.
The two
I'm
of
still
you are up on
I'm
the
still by
top
the
deck,
gem.
correct?
Yes. Yeah, because
Okay.
we walked out with them, I think. Yeah.
So, Clara, as Lauren says this to you, this explosion goes off of a cannonball, a familiar sound to you. The cannonball smashes onto your deck, leaving a nice hole in the top floorboard or the top boards. We're gonna go into initiative. The people below deck, you feel this, you hear it shatter the planks. Let's go into our first ship combat.
Ooh, that looks so cool.
That looks nice.
I did my best to create a star moth. It was hard.
Hey, I appreciate
Did
it.
what you could.
Okay, so
Now we gotta kill their captain, Lauren's love.
I knew I needed.
She betrayed me. It wasn't meant to be.
Oh, what are
whoa,
these
is that
other
like
tokens?
a space pterodactyl down there? Oh, that must be their
It's
ship.
That's their ship.
Moth.
So that stuff in the lower left corner, you guys can ignore. It's just there for me to keep track of their HP easier, like the ship's HP.
Gotcha.
Sense. Yeah.
So we can keep track of this grapple, John.
What?
Yeah,
What are you asking me?
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna roll. The way this is gonna work, all the crew is gonna roll their initiatives. The ships will get an initiative, and then you guys can kind of tell me what you're doing with your turns on the ship. You can interact with the ship in various ways, like you can man the cannons, and the more people manning a cannon. So a cannon is an action to reload it and an action to fire. I got rid of the action to aim on the cannons because I also nerfed the damage of cannons in this. So so if you two-man a cannon, you essentially in one turn can fire it and reload it. But if you're single-handed, you got to spend an action reloading it and then an action firing it. But you can also repair your ship. Your ship currently has 3 sets of like repair supplies. So yeah, those are some of the things you can do in combat. Use as well as like cast your normal spells and all that sort of stuff, or try crazy things like grappling onto the other ship and trying to board them or something. But yes, if you guys just want to leave your things. Neve, you don't get
As
any
an
bonus
action
to your...
surge, I could do it, right?
Yeah, you get 2, yeah.
Sweet.
Neve, you don't have any bonuses to that?
Nope.
Right.
So just a straight natural 20.
It is Lauren, you guys get smashed for let's see how much damage. Not a lot of damage. 3 bludgeoning. It's actually I didn't write down the damage threshold, but I think it's 10. I want to say 8. I don't know. So
It's either 10 or 20 usually for
10.
vehicles. I'm not sure.
I'm
though.
gonna say it's 10 because I think I saw that somewhere. So it doesn't meet the damage threshold. So actually, instead of busting the floorboard, it ends up rolling. It hits the top and it kind of rolls on your deck. and you get an extra cannonball. So,
Oh.
Right, return to sender on it.
Lauren, what do you do as you're confessing your love for this woman and her ship fires upon you?
Go
So okay,
tails
like
all this time, am I right, boys?
as he like sees that thing roll by, you know, he's all feather fruffled, he like turns around and then like, so is this ship really just like 30 foot away or so?
Yeah, it's close because they were within like boarding distance of you.
Gotcha. Okay, and then does Lauren know enough about like Xaryxian Empire ships to like know how he could like potentially disable this thing, be that like getting rid of their gem or somehow disabling the whatever causes it to be able to, you know, fly? The Spelljammer chair, I would assume, or something like that.
So as someone who's been on Spelljammer for 5 years now, you do know that pretty much all of these ships fly from a captain that sits in a chair and casts spells into the ship through the chair that causes it to propel forward. So if we find some way to kill the captain, the ship wouldn't function. Destroying the gem, which tends to be a very guarded place on most ships, would would cause the gravity of the ship to be destroyed. So yes, like in theory, eventually the occupants of the ship might drift away. They might eventually suffocate. So yeah, these are all options.
Gotcha.
When it's specifically about the Astral Empire ship, I think last session we rolled for who knew what. I'm not entirely sure about the Astral.
I don't think we did.
We didn't. If you want to, yeah, I guess roll me a history check just in general for Astral Empire, and we'll see what you know.
Gotcha. Oh no.
They look like your friend Neve.
Whip rules?
All right. Well, Lauren knows that Neve tends to the gym on the lower deck, so he is going to dash and fly, I don't know, 10 feet up, and then over.
He wanted us so bad.
fly over to their ship. And like look for an opening to get down, but like as he flies over, he's just like, "How could you, Asmodane?" As he flies over and I guess starts looking for like an opening to get down there. I think I have 15 foot left.
That was 45.
Oh,
it looks like to get to where you
were.
were.
Oh yeah, you're right. 45. Oh, so I only have 5 foot left. I'll just fly there, I guess, and look around. Is there like any sort of opening I can see to get down there?
So that is like where you are is like a glass, like a rounded glass roof, and there does seem inside this rounded glass roof to be like a hatch that you would like spin open and pull up and be able to get inside.
Gotcha. Okay. I don't think I can reach it yet. So
you would
I guess
you would have to break the glass to get in there.
Yeah. All right. He has his target for next turn, I guess.
Can't wait for the ship to just blow past him and leave him out.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. Also, don't forget there are other ships that were part of this blockade. They're further out, but once they hear the gunfire, see what's going on, they might approach. Okay, so Neve, it's your go. You hear the crack of a cannon.
Yeah, up to this point, she had resummoned Simon, her unseen servant, and was having him clean after getting insulted by the captain of the Astral fleet. And then she was resetting her alarm spell in the doorway. And here's the thud of a cannonball hitting the deck. Would she know it's a cannonball hitting the deck?
Yeah.
Or it's just a big thud?
I mean, you might not know for sure it's a cannonball, but it definitely was something hitting your ship.
So I know the captain can speak to us. Can we speak to him anywhere on the ship?
Yes and no.
We have an
You
intricate intercom system.
you can speak like out to the ship and hope that he's listening at that time. But there's no guarantee.
Then she'll Captain, what's happening?
See if
He's
he was
conked
listening.
out
Oh, he
on
rolled a nat
drugs
20. Holy
down
shit.
there.
He's dead.
You hear, "Get topside. We're under attack."
All right. Simon, start making your way towards the cannons. They'll need your help. He'll move 15 feet because he only has 15 feet. And then she's going to... So I'm going to get wild like Lauren did on the first turn. I'm going to see if I'm going to buy us a little bit of time. This is, again, if this is too wild, stop me. It's because I'm going to be setting a precedent if you do say yes. So the gem is there. And essentially, so sorry, my brain, I'm thinking too much. If this is how I think it works, it's like, because I spin it and put some arcane spark into it. Essentially, it's rotation, and my arcane energy allows it to make the area around here dense enough to create gravity, to create atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically, could I put more than just a spark of arcane energy and get it to emanate other things off of it? Say a shield spell. Could I create a temporary shield for a round for the ship?
That is really cool.
Please say yes.
That does sound cool.
With a
Dude, we're gonna have shield forward shielding.
so I'm going to say
Captain.
yes, but with a successful Arcana check.
That's fair.
We'll say what's a fair check? DC 14.
DC 14. All right.
Oh, this is dope.
What
Shields
dice
down to
do I use?
30%, Captain.
Yeah, like she looks at the gem spinning in the machine, like puts her hand right next to it and starts funneling this arcane energy to cast a shield spell into it. And of course, I roll bad. I have a modifier of a 7. I rolled a 4, so I got 11.
Oh,
Gravity just gets denser.
Yeah, you try to use this this gem for purposes that it's really not supposed to be used for, and you go to push the spell through it, and in theory this has worked in your head and in your scrawlings,
The
calculations. It should work, but something was just off. Maybe you missed a decimal somewhere, and the spell doesn't go through. You think that this is possible, but you didn't execute properly.
All right. Yeah, she's trying to put that arcane energy in, and then seeing it doesn't work. She looks frustrated for a moment as she stands up. As Simon, we got to re-go over those equations to topside, and she'll follow after him for as much movement as she can do after doing what she just did. She has 30 feet. I don't know how much it took me walking from the door to the gem and then
we'll
back.
say you'll be able to get top deck next turn, but just like barely.
Sounds good. That's me.
Okie dokes. The Star Moth, Lauren, you watch as, hold on. Why can't I act? Ah, here we go. I'm not on the token layer. Okay. You watch as 2 more of these elves come out from like this this room that maybe resembles like a captain's quarters or something out at the top, and they I'm sorry, it's actually the Star Moth itself's turn, not their turn, but they no, I guess because this is really confusing. So never mind. So don't worry about that. They come out of there. How do we do this? I guess
the ship just be the captain essentially.
Guess. Because they'll go on the cruise turn instead. So yeah, they just come out and don't worry about it. it's the Bullywug's turn. Are you guys doing anything crazy with your ship? Or
Still
just
deck. I
moving?
have no
or-
idea what's going on.
I'm also still below deck.
They
but
probably
yeah.
wouldn't listen to her, but Clara wanted to do something if that shield would have went up.
Oh yeah, you guys can also like ram with your ship. I forgot to put that in there, but that's
We'd have to turn to get it
yeah.
to ram.
Clara, throw me a cannonball.
throw him a cannonball 60 feet away through two gravity wells.
So it's actually Chef's turn.
Yeah, I'm like feeling that little clunk or whatever that just transpired. I'll be, hey, what the hell? So like the clunk kind of like knocked one of my biscuits off onto the ground. I pick it up, grab it, and I dust it off as I start making my way up. I don't know how far away the galley is from the top deck of the ship.
You could probably get just to the top this turn.
As soon as I get out, I go, hey, what the fuck is going on out here? I'm like looking at Clara, and then I'm like looking at this ship that's still there, like, oh.
They're attacking us.
Well, I guess it'd be time to man the cannons then. And yeah, that's my turn.
Do you want to dash?
Oh yeah, I guess I can
You can
dash.
dash
and
up
get
to
in
the
front of one of the
cannons.
cannons.
Yeah, do it. Okay. Clara, your turn.
Okay.
Oh,
where
yeah.
are the where are the cannonballs located?
They're right next to the cannons.
Okay, cool. I thought it'd be something
Each
weird.
cannon has, I think I said each cannon has like 6 cannonballs. You guys
Right.
had 24 total. 26 total. 24 total. Yeah.
6 times
I think
4
it's like
is
all my movement, I
120.
think.
What?
So Clara will quickly dash. Yeah, she'll use her regular movement and then dash to get up to the second cannon down there. And as a bonus action, she will just release a pseudopod coming from her left arm. So like a slime-like tentacle essentially stretches out from her left arm.
Mhm.
And that tentacle gets ready to pick up a cannonball.
Okay.
Aye, that'd be looking quite disturbing.
Not as disturbing as your food.
Oh!
Like Chef, like a tear rolls down his face. Like he turns his head, and in the glistening starlight, you see a small tear roll down his face.
What are you doing with this cannonball, Clara?
She is going to pick it up and then load it. I believe that's an action.
Yeah, it's an action to load. Yeah.
So she
Okay.
can just load it with her pseudopod.
Awesome. Yeah, the thing shoves the cannonball in there. Okay, so now it's their crew's go. So these ones that came out from that top deck are gonna like kind of float down to the this kind of lower portion where they man this big ballista, and they let's see how many actions this thing takes to operate. I always forget how to pull it up. That's what happens when you don't DM for a while, you know?
I get it.
Forget how to do everything on Roll20. What's the quick open
We all
button?
been there.
There's the info, and you can type in ballista, or is it
Oh.
Hold
ballista?
down
Alright,
Alt,
never
double
mind.
click,
That's what I thought it was, but it wasn't working.
or Shift. It's either Alt or Shift.
So, why can't I pop this out now? There it is. They start loading up the ballista. You see this large, pretty much arrow, harpoon kind of thing, whoosh, slide into place. It won't load. Refuses.
Oh, I thought that was the Astro Elf saying that.
No,
yeah.
this
Good,
is
it won't load. Perfect.
Ooh, it's jammed.
We're going to win.
no. It's just my internet provider throttling me.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, can we shoot their ballistas
Yes,
with
you
the
can.
cannons?
I thought you were gonna ask
Whoa.
something about its internet service provider. It's like, damn, that's drastic.
Hey man, ISPs. Oh,
It's been real bad the past like 2 months. Like real slow stoppages. Okay, I reloaded. Let's see if this works.
That's why I have Google Fiber.
I dropped the
Not
car.
sponsored by Google.
Not a freaking sponsor.
Okay, here we go. So the one of them uses an action to load it. The other one kind of grabs the side of the ballista and pulls it down to aim it at the Yeah, they're just gonna aim it at the deck of your ship toward the front, and the third one pulls the big trigger on there to shoot it out. Let's see, nat 20. That's 2 in a row. Damn.
Oh hell.
Oh no.
oh.
Lauren, we're spell jumping. Goodbye.
And curse of straw, and now your dice
Can
are
these things crit?
I would
Yeah.
say they could.
Yeah, they can
right?
crit.
I imagine.
Anything
goes
that's
through
doing
the
an
ship
attack
real
action can
good.
crit.
So
it's a weak spot in the deck, man.
that is gonna be
They
60
shoot extra hard.
Um,
Yes, double the dice.
so that's rough. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah,
Our
it
ship
is.
got destroyed.
It's not crazy.
Wait,
It's not crazy.
hold on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong
10.
thing. There's the bullywog.
15.
Ballistas are 3d10.
Only
Oh my
20
God.
damage. Only 20 damage. You're fine. This.
Hey, wait, screw our cannons if ballistas do 3d10.
Yeah, you guys don't
They're
have a
also an extra
ballista,
action to load.
Go
though.
have ballista.
The cannon's one less action to shoot.
Oh,
but
true,
this
true,
bolt
true, true.
through the underside of your ship. Yeah, and you guys take a nasty hit. It is now Lauren's turn.
Alrighty. So when I is this where I'm at? Is this higher than like the deck of our ship? Like, would me being like 10 foot up from the deck of our ship? Would I be like touching the ground of this thing, or do I gotta like go down to get to the glass?
It would have been taller than yours, so I'll say you're like right at the correct height.
Okay,
You're like
cool.
right at the top of this thing.
Sweet, yeah. So he's gonna, hopefully this works. And then he's gonna take out his dagger and then just like try to smack with like the pointed blunt side of the pommel and like smack down in the glass trying to crack it.
Okay, roll me an attack with your dagger
Okay.
and roll the damage. Oh, actually, well, it technically doesn't hit the AC of the ship, so I'll say
But-
you go to hit it, and you do hit it obviously because it's like impossible to not hit this right now, but the glass was too strong. It like didn't damage it at all.
Oh, it's too strong.
You assume now that you think about it that this glass is probably strong enough to like handle like space debris hitting it. So
Oh, you're right.
Lord didn't think about a plan before he got over here, did he?
that didn't work out
He was
as well
gonna
as I
Batman
thought.
down into the ship, and it didn't work out.
what I will say, if Lauren's true plan is to get into the bowels of this ship,
Yeah.
you did see some people come out of like that
Oh, this thing?
taller room, yeah, to the north of the ship, or like the front of the ship, I should say. Tip.
Gotcha.
No, the north, dude. There's
The
there's
tip of the
direction in
ship.
space.
All right. Lauren is going to, I guess, like, since I'm on the ground over there, he's going to try to run over there. So what is that? 5, 10, 15. So, like, he's going to get, like, right here and, like, look. Does this guy look like he's kind of looking off at the other crew, or is that, like, the captain, or who is that?
They do seem distracted. It just seems to be some random foot soldier. Doesn't look like Asmodean or anything.
All right. So as I get and like look around this thing, is this just like it's like a trap door in the floor, or do I like? Is there like a door around
So
here somewhere?
the
to go
door
in, or-
is like right here.
oh, right there.
Where that
Gotcha,
kind of like
gotcha.
rug enters. That green cube.
Lauren's gonna die.
Yeah,
All right, all right.
Like, I don't want to say anything. I'm gonna let him do it.
Let him do it.
Okay,
I don't think he's
gonna, like,
planned this all the way through.
he's gonna try to kind of like, you know, since he's light as a feather, he's gonna try to sneak around here and get in the door.
Okay. Do you have enough movement? Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 foot left.
You open the door, and you see a elf sitting in a floating chair. This one seems to be wearing slightly different garb, from what you could tell, more of a priesty look.
Mm-hmm. So as soon as he opens the door and sees that guy, he's just gonna say, "I've decided to accept Captain Asmodene's offer of joining your crew. I was hoping to find her."
Roll me a persuasion.
All right.
Oh my god.
That didn't work.
Just the first step of many failures to come with this plan, I see.
Oh yes.
I don't think we have any more job opportunities.
Oh, it's a hard market then, isn't it? Oh, well, I'll just be on my way then. And that's all I got, I guess.
Oh gosh.
Oh god, he's dead, dude.
Neve.
So we just spell jump at this point.
Wait,
right?
you have 5 more feet of movement, don't you?
Oh, wait.
I
I
could
do.
just fly straight up, and it's like out of the doorway.
Yeah, I'm going to fly 5 foot up.
5 foot up. That's interesting because that's not technically leaving the threat range.
Yeah, he's still in the threat range.
Cube space, but also now you're gonna have like full cover too. So that's actually smart because you're like outside the door and up 5 feet. So you might have just saved yourself there. Not gonna lie.
True. He saved me, unless he just walks out the door. And
That's true. You could do that on
Just
his
walks out
turn.
and goes, "Get back here!" Thwack him.
Okay, so now it is. Are you guys doing anything special with your ship? I know your ship can't really do much on its turn, but
Yeah,
Figure
it
it
doesn't
out.
really have much you can do, especially without a crew member on it.
So, like, for the
Speed
ship to do ship things, does a player have to like be ready to do whatever action it was gonna try?
I think-
or, like,
yes, because I think you guys could hire crew, and then the crew would go on the ship's turn. But you guys don't have any additional
Okay.
crew besides Harvey, who's on the helm.
yeah.
So, yes and no. You could, in theory, and this is a good idea for like, if you guys want to meet a damage threshold of an enemy ship, you guys could like load your cannons and hold your action. Like, you know, you have to load them using one action, and then like the next turn, you can hold your action for the ship's turn, so you both fire at the same time. Try and meet the ship's damage threshold. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So it would be Chef's turn.
Oh.
Isn't it
Wait,
my turn?
No, it's
Oh, did we
Neve's
skip
turn.
you?
yes.
You said it, but then Lauren moved, so then we didn't
Gotcha.
complete it. Her and Simon will continue up to the deck. I don't know how much movement of hers that takes. Simon only has 15, so he's gonna be lagging behind me.
Yeah, Simon's a little behind, but you do manage to get above deck.
How much of my movement did that take?
You were all the way at the gym, which I kind of think is kind of more center front.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's 5, 10.
I don't
You
technically
said
need to
actually you
move
still
at all.
probably got like 10 feet.
Okay. Okay. I just have to check. I think my bonus action is to command Simon. Let me double check that. Yeah, I have to use my bonus action to do that, so that's fine. When she does get up there, she says, "Where's Lauren?"
Hey, where do be Lauren, Clara? I didn't see when I came up here.
You see Clara look to Chef, and she's about to say something, and then sees Nive off to the side, and she turns back around, and you see her kind of like just her body shakes, as in she doesn't want to answer to that, knowing what might happen.
Or
I think
did you insult Chef's food again? He's crying.
Yeah, you see, like they're still like I'm trying to play it off, but there are tears streaming down my face as I'm speaking normally.
Then it's just, Clara, is your cannon ready?
Yes.
Can I cast Mage Hand out to light that cannon to set it off if she has it ready to shoot?
Yes. You have to like light it off. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She'll just put her hand up and send the Mage Hand out, and then do the action with her own hand as it lights the cannon to fire it.
Okay. Roll a d20 plus 6.
I don't think I can roll that d20 anymore. 14?
I think that actually hits.
Well,
yes, it does. That hits.
Woo! It's 2d8.
Yeah.
Those aren't d8s. Those are my other d10s, because I have both the percentiles and the d10s out, so I got confused. 10 plus the cannon damage.
Are you aiming at the ship, or are you aiming at like their Magnell, or?
It depends on where
their
Clara
ballista?
aimed it, I guess.
I'm just aiming it probably at the guys loading the ballista. If she sees them,
Oh, at the
she's gonna
guys. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna try to knock them out.
Elves off. Yeah, 10 points of damage.
Okay. I didn't know they were aiming at the astral elf. It would have missed, but I will allow it to hit because I've already said that it hit. So,
Okay.
How much was it?
10.
Yeah, you watch as this cannonball, boom, impacts one of the elves that's loading the Maganel in the leg, and like he gets thrown like up and smacks into his face, getting knocked prone. Real. I mean, he looks okay, but like it hurt.
As Neva was going to light it, she like realizes the trajectory that it's pointing us. Clara, that's not facing for that, and then it shoots the guy. It's like, oh. Chef Simon will be with you shortly to help you.
It's facing at the enemy, though.
The ship. We take out their ship.
But the elves are the enemy.
It's all right. That will be her turn.
Chef.
Hey, so I could be expecting Simon in about 12 seconds.
He'll be around you.
Good to know. As I like turn, like I'm just gonna swing this cannon around while I'm laughing, and I'm gonna aim just below. I'm gonna aim at the ship, just below the ballista, in hopes of like hitting the ship to weaken it to where the ballista can like crack and fall.
Okay, I'm gonna count this as like attacking the ballista. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna load, and then as I load in, I'm just gonna start laughing as I action surge to start lighting this fire to blow a hole in it. And let me open this up real quick. That's not something I clicked on second. There we go. Where is the character sheet for the ship? Yay! Cannon! Away! 18!
Ooh, nice. That hits as this cannonball flies right toward this ballista, splintering the wood underneath, like you said, kind of trying to cause it to weaken. Good hit.
All right, and that would be my turn.
All right. Next up, Clara.
All right. she will use her pseudopod or that little tentacle she has now, to load the cannonball in. And as she's about to aim at the elves again, she glances back over at Nive, and you see her just go. And she aims at the same spot where Chef's at. And I know we talked about this earlier, but would the pseudopod count as an action to load, and then Clara herself can fire it as well in the same turn?
Does the pseudopod gets its own action? Is that how it works? I know you posted it earlier, but I forgot.
You can use a pseudopod to manipulate an object, open and close the door, pick up, set down a tiny object. It counts as a bonus action. So.
Oh yeah, as a bonus action, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. All right. So she used the bonus action for the pseudopod to load it, and then she'll fire it herself right at the same spot where Chef at, which is below the ballista.
Okay, aiming for the ballista. Go ahead, roll me a d20 plus 6 to hit.
Okay.
Or you can, yeah.
Whew.
That misses, unfortunately. You're just, yeah. It just misses. I don't have a cool flavor thing for this, I guess.
No.
Real bad. Okay.
Real
They
bad.
kind of like help their buddy up off the ground, and then they begin getting to work loading another bolt into this ballista, and firing it towards your ship.
They'll miss.
That is a 19 to hit. Your ship's AC, to let you guys know, is 15.
Whoa.
15.
Yeah. You should be able to open up the character sheet and click on cannon and all that stuff. For it to roll its damage and stuff.
13. So it makes the damage threshold as this next bolt also almost in the exact same spot hits your ship. Neve, maybe they're aiming for your gem. Who knows?
Dun dun dun.
That's it. Now I'm pissed. I was already pissed, to be fair.
The priest that's in this floating chair floats out underneath Lauren and looks up, and so you're 5 feet up, so he can reach you. His chair floats up just a little bit, and he takes his Morning Star and he swings it upward, trying to hit you. It's
gonna hit my footsies.
Guys, I'm not kidding. That's the third nat 20.
Oh my god!
Why is
they've been brewing in there?
It's like you finally got one on Strahd, and now it's violent retribution.
So you're gonna take 2d8 of piercing, which ain't too bad. That's 4.
Okay.
4 piercing damage.
That's not bad, actually.
But you have to roll me a dex save.
Uh-oh. All right, let's see. That is a 9.
Darn it.
That's a fail. So you're gonna take some radiant damage.
Ooh.
Just trying to cook your goose.
I wonder if I can try to steal his weapon out of his hands.
You're gonna take 15 radiant damage.
Okay, wow.
Ooh.
I'm down.
Yeah, well, you're dead.
Yeah, I don't see how you're getting back to bed.
That was a big play.
How you went over there?
To be fair, even if you got their gem, that means their gravity field's down and you're on their ship without gravity or air. So that was what I was worried about.
Just
flying
just
is
bounce
useless
yourself
in
off.
space.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Spelljammer, they're powerful people. So let this be a fair warning.
Yeah, the Xaryxian Empire is nothing to mess with. Like I warned you about last session.
Okay. Sorry about that, Meyore. It is Lauren's turn. As he kind of he was 5 feet above the Spelljammer, so you fall onto him, onto his lap, and he pushes you off of his chair and you fall to the ground. You're not going to take any damage from falling because you were only 10 feet
I
up.
only wanted a job.
But go ahead and roll me a death saving throw if you want to.
Oh my god.
DM it to
that is,
me.
I don't even need to DM it. That's a natural 20, baby.
Oh, I thought I was hearing a nat 1 there for a second. I was getting a little scared. Okay.
Jeez.
You come back
my
up with
God.
1 HP. He rolls you off, and you turn over, and you come back to consciousness at the feet of this this person in this floating chair. What do you do?
Oh, that really hurt. And he's just gonna disengage and essentially bolt off the side of the ship and fly back.
Dude, you're so lucky.
You're so fucking lucky,
That's
and you're not
awesome.
going to learn your lesson because of it.
Well, the bad thing now is that you're floating kind of in a void between the two ships. All he's got to do is be like, all right, bam, magic spell, and you just...
We'll see, but
Out
will I
into
get
space.
since the gravity is coming from the ship? Will I just go? Woo,
You'll just be ripped in
around
Yeah.
the ship?
So you guys are these two ships are so close that your gravity wells have essentially almost like combined.
Converge and shit,
Yeah, so you're good.
He just goes like this, an infinite loop around the ships.
Oh,
Hey, you're gonna get
yeah.
hit by my corn chowder.
Oh, that'd be great. All right, yeah, that's all I got. I don't really have any bonus actions.
Neve.
I have bardic inspiration.
Boy, I have so little I can do. Because I've used all my spells in the last combat, and I used the one that I had to try and save the ship, and it didn't work. God, I have no idea because there's a floating owlin out there, too. Simon will move 15 more feet. Where is he at now?
He's up on this deck. I'm gonna say he can get to the cannon, the chef's cannon, because
Okay.
that's the closest cannon, anyways.
Okay,
Chef.
then Chef would see a cannonball be put into the cannon form.
It's just like
Hey, Simon, how you doing there, bud?
And
I slap him
Oh,
on the
have
back
you-
and it just goes through it.
I was trying to look and then I forgot to look because so many insane things are going on right now. How heavy are the cannonballs?
they're 10 pounds.
Hey, someone's
Okay,
They're
so
ra-
my
yeah.
mage hand can lift one then.
Yes. Yep.
nice.
As she's manipulating the mage hand to put another cannonball, because we essentially got 3 people on this cannon now. for Clara, as it's lifting a cannonball into the cannon. It's just, if they destroy the gravitational environment manipulator, and it doesn't kill all of us, I'm gonna kill all of you. She gets the cannon loaded for both of them.
Hey, Clara, she do be getting angry about that rock.
Okay.
It's just a rock, though. I don't understand.
It's not
It's
just a rock.
glowing- It is a glowing rock.
It is a glowing rock. I've
It's not
messed
just
with
a
one
glowing
before,
rock.
but
You have no idea
I got in trouble the last time I messed with one.
the power it holds.
Their glowy rock was hard to get to.
When I look at you as you say that, do I see like your vision look out into the deep space of nothing as your mind is focused on the magnificent power of the
Oh, yeah.
gem?
The infinite power of the multiverse.
I do believe I saw a previous life of mine in those eyes.
And that is her whole turn.
It is at this point that you guys see another star moth starting to come up the rear.
Oi!
Not quite in range yet, but next turn likely to get there. Anything special you want to do on the bullywug?
Oh, well, it takes one of us to repair it, so...
It'd also just be nice
Chef.
to move in general, but there's an owlin floating in space.
Chef.
Which Neve doesn't care. Baka does.
You know what I can do if you guys want? I think it makes more sense to do it this way in the future. Well, just put like the ships at the bottom of initiative always, and that way when it hits, you know, if you guys have prepared actions, it'll always be after everybody's prepared their actions. So that's what we'll do. Well, still roll initiative for the ship just to see which ships go first in that mini ship order.
Alright.
So that's the way we'll do it in the future. I'm going to start that actually right now. So Chef goes next, then Clara, then your ship will go. So if you guys want to hold actions for your ship's turn, it'll go after you.
Hey, Clara, let's aim together now. I'll aim it to be kind of just broadside of this ship. Because I don't think we're really doing much with that ballista. So wait, if we were to attack any object on there, including the ballista, would it do that as well, or does that only count for the ship?
What do you
Like
mean?
us firing together.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
well-
You're both essentially. You can hold your action for the ship's turn, and essentially both fire at the same time. Yeah. So like
big
Alright.
damage.
the ship, the reason you would want to do that over shooting individually is because ships have something
Yeah,
called a damage
threshold.
threshold. Yeah. So if you're aiming at,
I'm curious about is does that ballista?
yeah, no, the ballista doesn't.
Because that's what's messing us up right now. So yeah, I'll keep aiming at the ballista.
Okay.
Take that bliss out, they have to turn
Yeah.
to get the other one to work.
Yeah, so I'll hold my action to also fire on that ballista.
Or if they even have more than one, I don't know.
Okay. Clara,
That
are
way
you doing the
just-
same
that
thing
way we're-
or?
Firing at the same time. Because
Yeah, Clara will
Alright.
hold her action since it's already.
So-
Is it? I think it's already loaded.
It is already loaded, but
Okay.
if you hold your action, you wouldn't be able to use your bonus action to reload it again.
Oh,
Because then
that's
my
right.
mage hand can fire it on the next turn.
Mm,
Because
And
we're in a
yeah,
weird
cool.
cycle.
in this
Right.
case, it doesn't matter if you're aiming for the ballista because again, it doesn't have a damage threshold. So,
yeah, you could.
yeah, you could fire and
I'm
reload
just trying
still.
to get. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get rid of the freaking ballista because that's what's really messing us up.
all right,
Yeah,
then,
you
yeah,
don't-
Clara will use herself to fire it. So,
Okay. Nice.
don't know
That's definitely a hit.
nice. So, what was that? 25? I think that is for 10 damage.
Yes, sir.
Get my roll
And then
20.
she will use
Yeah,
her
mine's really
bonus
close,
action for the pseudopod to grab another cannonball and load it.
Awesome. Easily done. Chef, it's the ship's turn. So go ahead and
Alright,
fire that
let's-
cannon you were holding.
Let's see if you can see this because I'm not hearing any music anymore, and I'm also not seeing anyone else's rolls.
Yeah, mine is doing that too.
Bam.
I do see it.
Oh,
You rolled a
no.
9. No. Yours misses. Okay. So their crew goes.
That's a 913. What are you talking about?
Load it. Aim it. Fire.
Miss.
They rolled a 2 and they miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Lauren, be getting your feathered ass over here. We need to leave.
Lauren, yeah, it's your turn. Your crew is egging you to return to the ship.
Yeah, he like essentially like almost crash lands on the ship over here, like 5, 10, 15, and then like falls down that last bit. Oh wait, hold on. He's gonna fly down 5 feet and then close his wings to drop the last 5 feet. If that
Yeah.
works.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, kind of. Oh, there's strong, captain over there. Captain! He's like holding this, like one of his talons to his ears. What do we do? We need to leave.
Get ready for us to jump.
Oh, no.
Lauren's gonna. Oh, I guess I can. What is looking at the cannon? Chef just fired it, right? So it's like isn't loaded.
It's not loaded now.
All right, yeah. Lauren will here, Chef, and he'll hand him a ball to put in there. Put it in there using my action, not his.
It's like, thank you. Now, would you mind give it back to it? Would you mind loading the bloody thing?
Oh man! All right, yeah. And he loads the cannon and then just kind of like grabs onto the railing of the ship,
Yeah.
and that is all I got.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, ignore that. Okay, I see what you're saying. Neve, your captain has just let you know you're about to jump. Very dangerous maneuver, only reserved for the the worst of situations, but that'll be on the ship's turn. So, what do you do?
With her eyes roiling with like black and purple starting to roll into her blue starry eyes, light it's loaded, right? Your cannon, Clara?
Yes, it is.
Yes, yeah.
Mage Hand will light that cannon. I don't think what's his name can light it. Not that we really need him to, because otherwise Chef would just load it and then we jump anyway. So with that, Simon, below deck with me to the gravitational environment manipulator, and she'll begin heading below deck.
Okay.
And as she's walking, says, Simon, write down Captain Asmodean on my list, please. As we head down.
Okay. Did you fire with your mage
so
hand?
she goes back to look at it.
The mage hand fired,
Oh,
yes.
or did you reload with your mage hand?
Mage hand fired because the cannon was loaded from the pseudopod earlier.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
yeah.
So D20 plus.
It just completely blew past.
Yeah, plus
rolling
6.
to hit. 16 to hit.
16. I believe that hits the ballista.
I don't know what
Yes,
you were
it does.
loading or aiming at. So.
He was.
Yeah, it's still ballista.
Yeah, she was previously aiming at the ballista. So
8 points of damage.
okay, the ballista is kind of lopsided now. Seems like you've done quite a number to it. But yeah, that is your turn. That star moth that was off in the distance gets up underneath you, and you guys see this crew on what appears to be a mangonel, which is like essentially one of those things that throws rocks. They're down and underneath your ship and behind your ship. And this
mangonello?
Yeah, whatever those are called. Not Joe.
A
Joe Manganello. It throws a Joe Manganello up at your ship. What does this thing get to hit? It's
Plus 0,
6 as
actually
well.
-3.
All right, so it just hits your ship. As you guys feel the ship kind of shake and lurch forward as it's impacted on the underside. How much damage do these things do? Brilliant question.
Too much. They actually heal our ship.
Start. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. You take 27 bludgeoning damage. You feel
Ow.
these rocks boom, 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 impact on the rear of your ship. It is Chef's turn.
Knowing we're about to jump, he's gonna fire one. Man, I wish that captain was out back on the deck again. Shoot a cannon at him.
Oh, he's still out there. He didn't use his movement to come back, so.
Can I see him?
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, fuck you, friend!" As I like sit there, I light it and I hold my ears closed as I like move this cannon to aim directly at this guy in this chair. And bam, please be a nat 20. Ah, there was a nat 20 in there though.
It does hit, though.
For 13 bludgeoning.
As this cannon
damage.
and impacts, and he like his whole chair like sways sideways as it gets hit. Good damage. Okay.
Yeah, I shot the captain.
Anything else?
No, I've already done my action surge, so I am done. I haven't taken any damage, so second window's useless.
Clara.
Clara, seeing that Chef fired at the captain, she's about to fire at Ballista and says, well, I guess it's fine to do this. And she's going to aim at the captain and fire it as well.
Or is it really like you like? She
Oh,
sees
it's an
you do it,
11.
she does it.
Very
Misses.
impressionable.
All right.
Flies over the other end.
The pseudopod tentacle will then pick up another cannonball and load it.
Okay.
The pseudopod would have had to load it before you shot because I fired the one.
That's
the
true.
pseudopod
Fire. Yeah.
loaded
So
the
it-
last
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really matter because we're jumping now. So
Yeah.
Oh, time to see if the captain dies.
Yeah. Before you go, they're gonna fire their ballista.
fair enough.
It's gonna
Can I
hit.
do like that?
Lauren,
Can I do
straight
the
in the
helicopter like to distract them?
You can do it, but it doesn't distract them. And you guys take
You just see me sitting there
18.
dancing. I still got my clothes on.
18
Oh
piercing
shit, that's a
damage.
good idea. Oh lordy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's at this moment, you all in your heads here. Broke her down.
I grabbed the cannon.
Yeah, or just hold on to the cannon.
Hold on to the cannon.
Your ship starts to rumble and quake before it lurches forward, and you all get thrown back. And if you feel like, you know, the fastest roller coaster you've ever been on, your skin stretches back, your lips quake. You find it's a hard time catching your breath as it escapes you. So I know we went over it briefly before the episode, but for the audience, jumping in this is sort of a form of disengaging from a fight that you have a feeling you have no chance of winning. However, it comes at extreme penalties. One, your ship, if already damaged, because the state of your ship being already damaged, those holes in the ship are worsened by this extreme speed. The ship takes damage. How much damage?
Oh, so it doesn't if it's not damaged? So
Yeah.
we should have just ran away right from the start.
Somebody wasn't on the ship.
Yeah, let's say we couldn't.
So
Shouldn't it take less damage? Because now we got. It's kind of like, you know, those, like, you drill a hole in a paddle so you get like good swinging force on it. You know,
it's more like you have like loose
Air holes.
boards and stuff, and like
Yeah,
it's
we have loose
ripping
boards.
them off. We'll roll the damage.
So my idea before the session was
So
right. I just didn't know all the information.
20,
I guess I should read
17.
more.
29 bludgeoning damage as the speed of this escape rips planks from your ship. But I will also need the crew to all make me con saves.
no.
There you go.
Ooh,
I win.
Hey, I've got a bonus to this, dog.
there you go.
Let's see if this works. Did it work?
As low as possible.
Hey, I added that thing, that D&D Beyond thing, and it's there. It goes. It took a while.
It just took a little bit.
Okay.
22.
22 as well.
I got a
Ooh,
6.
nice.
Clara
20.
can't avoid exhaustion in Curse of Straw, or Ginghi
Can't
can't.
avoid it.
Ginghi can't.
Can't do it.
So the rest of you will make this jump all right, but Clara, being the newbie, I love when the dice tell the story, is not quite used to jumping, has never experienced a jump before, and once you come out of this jump, millions of miles away, you feel completely sick and drained of energy. Your captain failed his con save. So
Oh.
for everybody who's watching, and this is obviously the first time we're going over these rules, if the crew doesn't make their con save, they suffer 1 point of exhaustion. If the spelljamming captain, the person who puts their magic into propelling the ship, fails their save, they take a d6 of exhaustion, which at 6 levels of exhaustion, a character can die. In the
This
spell,
is why we shouldn't have jumped
In
Meyore.
Y'all can die. I think they do.
They do. If
In
it gets
this-
like that.
they can die. It's not guaranteed. It's a slim chance, but it's a chance. And many spelljammers have died doing this maneuver. So I'm going to roll for you guys publicly, so you guys know what it is. We'll all find out together.
Oh, come on, Captain.
You got this, Captain.
So we'll come out of this combat music and all that. As you guys escape this fight and blast off millions of miles away, come to, it's impossible. You guys know it's impossible for a ship to chase you through this. It's just so unpredictable. As you come out, you start to regain your composure. Okay.
Thank God.
Ooh, can I say like as we were like blowing through the light, Chef, if you like looked up, you would see Lauren, who's like got his hands on the rail but got his wings outspread to kind of like lift up and down for a second, like when you stick your hand out the window of a car, like letting it ride
The
the
wind catches your wings and shoots you out into space. Like a parachute.
And then he, falls on you, I guess, as we come out of it. Oh.
I didn't ask for poultry today. It's like,
Oh.
off on me.
You only wish you had this sweet poultry. Oh, Captain, are you all right?
I am all right. I've had worse jumps.
Whew.
Let Chef be taken care of. Yeah, I'll whip you up some good corn chowder.
Sounds delicious.
I'm not too great either, Chef.
Far deprived, I guarantee it.
Well, our ship has seen better days. That's for sure. Perhaps we bring it into the closest seaport.
And where that be
Hopefully.
at, Captain?
Neve,
Yes, Captain.
do we have any star maps laying about?
I can look through mine when I get down to the gravitational environment manipulator.
Hey, do that. Let
And
me
she's
know.
heading down there. And she'll pour, after making sure the gem is okay, she'll pour over the maps and look out her. Does she have a window down there to look at stars to see
There's
what
probably
we're
like
looking at?
some portholes. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you put like magnifying glass over your portholes?
Oh my god. Let me see if Gimbal passed
Giant
his
magnifying glasses.
exhaustion.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go downstairs and see if he flew out of the rice barrel.
So, I almost said Hamtaro. Harvey, Harvey passed his, but as you go to check on Gimbal, and you open the rice, there's just vomit, but it's been like soaked up by the rice, so it like reeks in here. Like, your fart's gone, but now there's a new smell of vomit soaked
Hey,
rice.
I told you not to be ruining the rice.
What was that? Oh,
Hey, that be your friends trying to kill us, I suppose.
sorry about that. Get me off this damn thing.
I just reach into the rice and like pull him out of it. And just set him down.
Are they
He's
gone?
covered in vomit. Hey, they be long gone at this point. We did ourselves a little spell jump. Captain
That's-
seems to be doing all right, though.
Was it
Well, that's
jump?
good. First time. I was gonna stare at him like as a question.
His eyes are like wide, and he's just like doesn't know. He doesn't know how to feel right now. And he nods his head, vigorously. Yes, yeah. First time.
Well, if you keep running from those folks, I doubt it'll be your last. As I laugh, and I'm like, I get done. It's like, now get out of me, galley. You done made a mess of the place.
All right. And he scurries off.
I dumped the rice out of the window. Just spinning.
It just goes around the gravity well outside, along with some corn chowder.
It's mixing to create a new concoction.
So, maybe this will like be nice because like at the end it'll be like a new recipe floating out there for you to
Just
make.
vomited
Yeah,
it.
No, but I mean like
And fart infused corn chowder. I could probably make
you get,
poison out of that.
like you get like an idea, of like, oh man, like if I mix rice with corn chowder, I made like a new dish. Anyways,
and the crawdaddies, and then I'd be thinking about crawdaddy etouffee.
So, Neve, you go down to your rooms and you pull out a star chart. You know that you were on the planet Tarnok, and you were heading. I mean, direction is weird in space, but the planet.
Toril.
Sorry, say again.
We're going towards Toril, the planet that Faerun's on.
Right, you were heading toward Toril, so you know like your direction you were heading, and then you jumped. Roll me a. Do you have like navigator tool proficiency at all? No.
Yes, I do because of my greater elven collective knowledge.
Roll that.
We're on a ship with a god.
So should I use intelligence with proficiency?
Yeah, I would say intelligence.
I changed dice and then they got worse, but it's still a 15, so that's not bad.
Okay, from your estimated position, if you hang a right and fly not too far, maybe like a couple thousand miles, you can reach the port settlement of the Rock of Brawl. It's up to you whether you think you would have been there or not, but it is on your map. Chef, you have been here.
Oh.
It is.
Yeah,
it's an asteroid, which a city has been built upon.
Captain, the Rock of Brawl is not far from here. I can give directions to Harvey when I come back up.
Very good. Rock of Brawl it is.
She'll roll up the map that she needs, and Simon finishes writing Captain Armadean's name Osmodean in the back of her book as they head up to the deck.
Captain Popo, who is now like topside, floats up the stairs, dunk 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 dunk, and to Harvey, and tells him, Harvey. Wait, you didn't give him the exact direction, did you?
No, I was bringing the star chart up so I can like show Harvey.
We'll be heading to the Rock of Brawl. And you come up with your star map.
Is everybody on the deck currently?
I'm in the galley cooking some food for the captain since he's feeling under the weather.
Clara's on the deck.
Lauren's just like full spread eagle on the deck, just kind of humming a light tune, trying to short rest.
Yeah, like as she's bringing the charts up to Harvey and the captains, for future reference, if the Xaryxian Empire ever board our ship again, you don't know. That's my name isn't my name. She'll bring out the star chart and start showing Harvey where he has to
go.
What did she mean by that? Do we just say her name?
No, Bethany. Use Bethany.
Oh, Bethany's better.
Bethany's the name you used in the Lost song.
Yeah, I also used it in a different campaign as an alien.
Yeah.
I like Vine. I'm gonna say Vine.
I like the newbie. I think he collapsed along with that.
Oh, and I'm here on work study. If that helps.
Okay. We will say Lauren, and anybody who wants one, but I think Lauren's the only one who took damage. You do get off a or short rest as you have to fly, at least an hour to get to the Rock of Brawl. Nice, a max roll on the hit die.
I am cooking, by the way, so
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
you can get some bonus if you eat it.
All right, now let's get my little song
You
of
get an
rest,
extra
and I will
D8.
eat your thing too. Oh, no, it's a D8. Oh, that's even better than my rest thing.
Yeah, it's a 1d8.
Nice. All right. Cool. Yeah. My song put me up, but he will still eat the glorious little food.
Yeah, Chef brings you
Make him
up.
feel all warm inside.
Chef brings you up something. What did you cook up for
It
him?
was just, I was redoing the corn chowder
Oh, just
after I
reheated.
defecated essentially in the first one, so I had to start over.
Yeah. It's good corn chowder. I mean,
Thank you, Chef.
I added a couple of potatoes in there for you.
Nice
And I'll just
hearty.
pass a bowl out to everyone. If Claire's up there, I'll give one to her. If Nive's downstairs, I'll bring one, and to her, I'll knock on the gym door.
Even before you knock on the doors, just come in.
I'll open the door. And how is my omnipotent elven goddess doing today?
Fine. What did you bring me today? As the bowl lifts out of your hands as the mage hand takes it from me.
I just be the standard corn chowder with potatoes.
I appreciate it. Now leave me to my work, please.
I'm going, looking at something, I got to touch this paper on the wall. Oh, right. So walk out and I'll go to the captain and bring his bowl to him.
thank you.
Well, where will we be heading?
The Rock of Brawl.
Rock of Brawl. I've got some, we'll do some shopping there for some new recipes. What was the name of that place you told me I needed to remember? You want to, there's a place there.
I think I told you about are you talking about the tavern?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't that the Rock of
so
Brawl?
that's called the Happy Beholder. It is on the Rock of Brawl.
Okay.
It's a tavern there.
All right, we be getting drunk at the Happy Beholder by any chance?
You do as you please. I will need some rest.
I will. Hopefully the corn chowder fixes your belly.
I'm sure it will take a few days for them to repair our ship. So have fun. Take it as a break. When we get
some shore leave.
When we get there, we will surely have to hide this gimbal. Man,
Gimbal Gold Pocket.
gimbal smocket. I believe.
Is it Gildersleeve?
Gander?
All right, well, I'll
And-
be leaving you to it then.
All right.
And then I guess I'll just go start cleaning dishes and stuff.
Okay. Is there anything anybody would like to do before we get there? Maybe question this gimbal, or do you just want to get there? Because nothing. I rolled for it. Nothing happens. Nothing else.
Lauren is going to go below deck to speak with Gimbal. Because they are in quite the amount of danger now. So I guess he'd oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you come downstairs, down deck, and you see him sitting on one of your kind of makeshift round tables. Maybe it's a bigger barrel, and he's on this little stool, and he's got his little bowl of corn chowder, and he's shakily bringing the spoon to his mouth, and it's dribbling out and splashing on him.
So as Lauren approaches, he's just gonna use prestidigitation to just make a loud bang next to his ears.
And
so
yeah, hold on. The
okay.
Yeah, the bowl out of his hands spills all over the table.
Now that I have your attention, Gimbal, What in the hells do the Xyraxian Empire want with you? They seem to open fire on us for... They claim drugs, but I don't know. I think they might have believed we still had you. What did you do to them?
I didn't do anything. Let's call them a bittered ex-employer.
So you are a defector from their army, or what?
I wouldn't use such harsh terms, but yes.
I
As
see.
he says, as a bowl floats behind Lauren, set on the counter.
A fresh bowl?
The empty bowl.
Oh, gotcha.
Nive, you said that
She's
you
not
have
in the room.
history. Oh, the
Yeah,
mage
she's not
got
actually in the room.
range.
The unseen servant did it.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, sorry. What's is name again?
Simon.
Simone.
Sorry, Simon. I thought you were Nive. He'll just say, well, why are they hunting you with such ferocity? If one deserter doesn't warrant an entire squadron of ships.
Oh no, you don't want to get on their bad side. Those seeds that fell from the sky. I might have had a small hand in their creation.
Oh, really?
But I had second thoughts about their use. And
oh, go ahead.
chose, instead of being a part of this any further, that I would run. Not let them use my science for bad.
I want to insight him and see if he's a dirty liar.
Go ahead.
All right.
You can't make heads or tails of it. You're not sure if he's lying or not.
Bar's gonna walk down as well with
Yeah.
her empty bowl and ask Lauren, have you learned anything yet from him?
Well, our friend here is apparently at least indirectly responsible for all of the giant rock tentacle things blowing out of the ground on the last planet we were at, possibly killing millions or billions.
Clara looks to Gimbal and says, so it's your fault that we keep running.
I suppose.
You're gonna tell us everything, right? And be truthful?
Yes, so far I have.
She's gonna throw her insight at disadvantage.
Okay.
She's exhausted, too.
I gotta do it one more time. 15.
Oh,
Okay.
15, man.
15.
So good.
He seems to be truthful.
Ooh, man.
You see her right arm was clenching a fist, and then she lets go of it and just nods.
So why do you need to get to Faerun so desperately? Is it a place to hide, or do you have fellows who could help you deal with this seed problem?
Just looking to hide.
Well, we'll need to stop at where are we stopping again? Something?
The Rock of Brawl.
We need to stop by Brock of Brawl for repairs, but hopefully we can get to Faerun soon. I'd probably recommend staying on the ship. Wouldn't want anyone to notice you and report back to the Xyraxians.
I don't know. You think? I mean, maybe they'll be looking for the ship. Maybe it's best if I hide somewhere in the Rock of Brawl. Maybe that'll work.
Oh, I'm going to have to ask the smart one about this.
He's
Well-
a coward, isn't he?
I wouldn't say that, Clara.
We read because of his issues, and he won't face them.
Well, one man against an empire is quite the fight.
It's a glorious.
Oh, speaking of, Gimbal, is it the Empire that would have used this, or is this some other group? Do you work for some syndicate or something?
No, most certainly the Empire.
Oh. So, in this world, would something like this, I don't know if there's like interplanetary relations or whatever, would this kind of be seen as like war crimes, something this crazy?
So actually, roll me a history check. Actually,
Is there a Geneva Convention?
this is a great time for a history check.
No!
You have no idea. Maybe.
Checks have been trash, dude.
Wow.
It's a 3
Well,
for audio listeners.
okay. Nothing's fair in war, I guess. Oh, speaking of,
War never
are the,
changes.
are the Xaryxians at war with the planet you were on? Why would they do such a thing?
Oh no. Well, I think it's probably my fault for being there. Oh jeez. I can't believe I'm gonna tell you. All right. The Xaryxian Empire, their solar system, their wild space system, relies heavily on the energy from their sun, Xaryxis. Their sun, however, is starting to show signs of dying. These seeds that were created to, well, they've been turned to steal energies from other planets and sent it back to their sun in hopes of restoring it. I have a feeling the reason this planet was chosen may have been to weed me out.
So Lauren is gonna give him like a dead serious look and like put his talons on his shoulder. Thank you, Gimbal. You helped clear something very important up for me. She didn't betray me out of disdain. It was to help her people. Oh, I'm so relieved, Gimbal. Oh. And he's just gonna like walk off and leave him there.
This hopeless.
And,
Clara, Clara watches Lauren walk off and looks back at Gimbal.
He looks at you like, what did I miss? Like, there's a story here.
She shrugs and walks off.
Oh. Okay.
And Lauren would be heading towards Neve's gem room that she hangs out in.
Just like
And,
every time, as soon as you get to the door before you can knock, just, don't knock, come in.
It takes the fun out of it, Neve.
I have to know when people are coming in.
That makes sense.
You see her
I think.
sitting in the air as she like starts to lean back a little bit and cross her legs. Yes.
Yeah. Lauren will kind of like lean back on the doorway there. So, and he'll basically like try to relay what Gimbal said, and just said, yeah, he says that the spires are draining energy and transferring it to their dying sun. You're from there. Is it really as bad as he says?
Fascinating. He may help make those seeds. Could he replicate that, or?
I could make heads or tails of it. You're the smart one. You'd probably know what questions to ask him.
I'll have to ask him to see if he could recreate it here. How much do I like? Was the sun dying when I was there, or have my parents talked about it at all?
How long ago did you leave?
It wouldn't have been long ago because I was only at Strixhaven for a semester or whatever their semester is equivalent to.
Did you pay attention when your parents were talking about work?
Oh yeah.
then yes. It would have been it was like a newly discovered phenomenon, but maybe a couple years, maybe a decade.
That actually helps with some character stuff. Thank you. Yes, it's a newer development for the Xaryxian Empire. So this is their solution to it. Interesting.
Well, honestly, I'd hope they would have found something more peaceful to deal with that, but, yeah, you know, people don't really care for others that much these days. Well, I'll leave you to ponder it, Nive. I need to go.
Could you actually bring him to me? I'd like to ask him some things.
Of course. And he'll walk out and he'll go back to Gimbal. He'll say, so my comrade Nive needs to speak with you regarding your research. Also, make sure to knock on the door, whatever she says. It's a small ritual that we have around the ship.
He rolled on that one. Okay. I've told you everything that I know.
Well, you see, she can string just a few words into an entire thought process, hypothesis, all those wizardy things. I don't know much about it, so who knows? Go talk to her. She can probably come up with something better.
Okay. She's definitely not with the Empire.
I don't think so.
Roll me
No.
sort of.
She,
roll me a deception check, but like it's like a half truth, so I don't know.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
I guess
21.
it would be advantage, but it doesn't matter. You're 21. Okay. Yes, I mean you guys did get me from there. I'm sorry. I'm just paranoid.
All right.
I'll speak with her.
Have a good talk. And don't forget to knock. I'm going to go see what the captain if he needs anything.
Very well.
And Lauren will go screw off and do whatever tasks the captain has for him.
Okay. Neve, after Gimbal licks clean the spoon, the little amount of corn chowder he gets, and drops it into the bowl. He stands up, approaches your door, and knocks.
She goes to say something before he knocks, but he's too quick. Duh, come in. I know you're there. You don't have to knock.
Oh, sorry. Hello? As he opens the door.
Come in.
Yes, your friend said you wanted to speak.
So, crewmate.
Crewmate, yes.
Oh,
Yes. I was wondering. You said you were the one that created those seed pods that brought those roots to that planet, yes?
Yes. I mean, it wasn't just me. There's a team of scientists.
Of course.
But yes, I did have a hand.
I don't want to ask, but I do. Are you able to replicate that? Like, could you do it here if we got you the things?
I mean, I would need... No, I wouldn't... No.
I didn't ask if you would, just if you could. Just a fascination. I don't
it would
necessarily want to get entangled in that kind of stuff, no pun intended.
Are you being truthful?
Yes, she's
Okay.
More
it's for
fascinated in other sciences.
liposuction. It's for liposuction.
I mean, without my team, you see, there's people in different areas of expertise. I might be able to, but it would take me a long time. I'd be starting essentially from scratch.
And the Xyraxian Empire hired you to do this. Did you bring this to them? Or did they seek you out?
I've been a scientist with the Xyraxian Empire for a majority of my adult life.
Very good. You might be useful at some point here, then?
Oh, no. No. I plan to hide for the rest of my days. Whatever that might be.
Of course you do. So,
You may be creepy as fuck.
so you're the reason the Xyraxians came to board our ship and attacked us and put my gravitational environment manipulator in danger. Is that correct?
I suppose.
Well, we'll be landing in the Rock of Brawl. I'd appreciate it if we got some kind of advancement on this payment before getting you a tutorial. You know, have some spending money for when we are getting repaired.
Yes, of course. Very well. I might have to sell some things when we get there. But I can do that.
Of course. Now please leave my chambers.
Just give me an intimidation check just because I want to see how scared of you he is.
Unfortunately, my charisma's poop, but we'll see.
Okay.
Hey, 12?
Okay. Yeah, he bows his head and then he like fumbles for the handle of the door and like can't find it, and then he finally grabs it and works his way out of the room without turning.
It's just kind of leaned back in her no chair, just floating. This is an interesting development, Simon. The Xyraxian Empire is getting more... what's the word I'm looking for? Not needy. I'll think of it later.
This thing can't talk, right? It's not
no,
seen
it's
or
brainless.
heard. Yeah,
it's mindless. But she talks to it because she's a wizard and just talks to herself, essentially.
The pen writes the word bold.
Bold could be a good one, yes. I'll think of it, don't worry.
Okay.
Desperate.
Crosses out bold, writes desperate. Chef, you doing anything special?
Nah, just cleaning these dishes, man.
Cleaning the
Someone's got
dishes.
to do something around here. Got to maintain an orderly presence, but if anyone walks in, that entire kitchen is in complete disarray.
Okay.
I had to like clean up the lobster tank. He flew out of the tank. I had to put Krusty back in there, filling it back up full of water.
So, after... go ahead.
I would like... I don't know what Lauren's doing, but at some point, a little bit after that interaction, he would hear Nive's heels against the deck boards walking up behind him. Lauren, what exactly were you doing on the Xyraxian ship?
Okay, yeah. As she was walking up, it just like was right in the middle of practicing a tune. Oh, Captain Asmodean, girl, you got me saying. What, Nive? Yes, I thought that I could get in there and steal the gym thingy, and I could get back to our ship and we'd be just fine.
Interesting. You do know they would lose their gravity well if you took that. I guess you were close enough at the time. You possibly could have made it back with the right timing.
Nive,
Exactly my thought.
you would know, like, trying to steal the gravity well, I mean, the thing, essentially, because it's the center of gravity, is, like, extremely heavy. Like, he wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah. I don't want to dissuade your pursuits in the future. That is near impossible when it is active, but if you do manage to get your hand on a gravitational environment manipulator, please bring it to me.
So, question, if I deactivate it before I steal it, then it wouldn't be heavy, right?
Yes, but the timing with the ship falling out of its well and you trying to escape the ship while it's not falling through space, it'd be floating there. Maybe if you had if you had a helmet, possibly.
I do have these sharp talons as well. I could probably claw my way through the ship and then force myself off it in the direction of our ship until I hit our own gravity sphere, right?
Sure. Yes.
It'd make for a great story.
That was all. I was just curious as to what your pursuits were there. She starts to walk away. Don't get attached to that captain, by the way. Just keep walking.
Maybe I can turn her. And he's going to start trying to think of other songs.
It doesn't matter about turning. She'll be dead.
Oh, man. He's just going to keep on singing his sad tune.
You all hear in your heads.
What?
Jeff's got like this pot of water that he's like cleaning. He hears that really loud. And he goes, "Hey, god damn it!" And just water goes splashing all over it.
All hands on deck!
I walk to the deck.
Simon and Eve will go to the deck.
Yeah.
Lars
Lauren
already
had,
on deck.
started flying up to the crow's nest, but then heard the on deck, so just go straight back down.
Okay. So, in the short distance, ooh, I didn't realize that music was going to start playing. You see a big floating asteroid. The top half is relatively flat. And you see like a sprawling city on top of it. There is some greenery, like grass was transplanted onto this asteroid. You do see shrubs and trees as you get closer and closer. And it does have an underside as well that seems to have, because you're approaching from kind of low and then up, it seems to have like fields, like as if this is the farming section. However, you come and approach these wooden docks that like jut off of the edge of one of the edges of the giant meteor. This is called the dry docks. There is as you get closer to this asteroid, you enter what appears to be its own gravitational well or pull, its own atmosphere. And as you burst through that bubble into it, you start getting hit with the sounds of seagull-like creatures. And with some shouting of people on the docks and moving about this way and that, people carrying pots and crates, you pull your ship up as close as you can to one of these docks.
Have we been here before?
Lauren, probably not. Chef, yes. Neve, how long were you? You haven't been on the ship too long either, so probably not.
About 8-ish months, so
yeah. So I mean, unless you by yourself have been here, but you wouldn't have been with the crew. Lauren, you wouldn't have been here with the crew. So Clara might have been here before. That's up to Ginghi to decide. The chef has definitely been here.
She probably has.
Ah, this place is beautiful. How come in the whole 5 years I've been with you, we've never stopped here? Well,
Well, best you get comfortable, because I'm going to need a few days rest.
oh, did the jump hit you pretty hard?
Not as bad as some, but I'd rather be at full strength for our next voyage.
Oh, yes, it'd be pretty unfortunate for you to keel over when we get to our destination.
Yes, indeed. All right.
I-
Going to advance you all for this trip. 15 gold apiece. Find yourselves a place to stay for a few nights. Get some ale. And I will do the same and get the ship fixed up.
All right. So real quick, is that 15 gold like what was our like starting gold making characters, or is this an addition to
An
that?
additional.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
he's gonna
We're
pay you all
rich.
for your work thus far.
Nice. Oh, thank you, Captain. I'll make sure that they have a grand old time at the ale house.
Of course you will, son. All right, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
find the harbor master.
Well, everyone, we have shore leave. What are we doing?
I have some things I need to pick up at the markets.
Oh, what are we doing with you know who as well?
You mean the man that still owes us money?
I was just maybe don't even call him a man. No one can know who or what they are.
The coward that owes us money.
Okay, that works. That's
And
fine.
in advance on our money, if I recall.
Yes,
Sorry about that.
he like chimes up. Yes, I'm going to grab a few things to sell. And I will get you that advance. Shh.
We're never gonna see this man again. He's gonna run off.
I don't know. Would you be willing to protect me while we're here? Or maybe
Here,
I could
well-
find a place to stay here, to hide here.
Hey, there'd be a tavern here that's quite famous, if I do say so myself.
Well,
Called the
first
Happy
things
Beholder.
first. Lauren will like slam down his backpack and start like tossing stuff out of it, looking for his stuff. And he's gonna get his disguise kit. He says, "You can't walk around looking like that. We can't have anyone finding out who you are. What seems the most inconspicuous?
Hey, what if you give him a little robot arm like I got?
Oh, well,
How disguise kits works.
you know, maybe if I have some gray cloth here, it wouldn't look exactly just right, but
Can't he just change his color?
well, I have hair dye and a bit of cosmetics here as he like slings open like one of them like little powder mirror things. I can only do so much.
She reaches for the hair dye and takes it. What color is it?
Hot pink.
Purple.
So you see Clara dip her, I guess one of her tendrils in there. You know, she's extrude a pseudopod, and her light blue body turns into that purplish color of the hair dye. But the hair dye's all gone now.
Oh, fascinating.
I'll have to get some
Hey,
more of
that's
that.
Yes,
kind of curious.
Yes, I actually think that the purple hair dye may have made me stand out more.
Oh, you know.
Aye,
that's
but
a
no
good
one's
point.
looking for a purple Hadosi now, aren't they?
Here, I
Suppose
think
not.
I have an outfit here that would make you look like a pauper. And he's gonna like hand him out some raggedy ass clothes and like the little cap. And then I'll also give him a. I don't know. I feel like there would be a cloak in that, right? Just to kind of. Just to have his little raincoat.
One hooded
Yes,
figure
yes.
amongst four people that are plainly
No, no,
not
no, no, no.
disguising.
See, he doesn't have it on yet. It's just in case, you know. Here, and he like ties it around his neck. Put that on just in case you need it.
Okay, okay. Of course. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, let me go below deck, search through my things, figure out what I'm going to sell. 6 tuplate.
I don't believe so. I believe it was non-tuple.
Right, non-tuple.
You're
Don't
not
be
trying to
forgetting
scam
you
us.
did ruin my rice.
You're not trying to
Oh,
scam
yes.
us.
No,
and
no.
the gold for chef's rice.
Okay, okay.
I don't think it'd be costing that much here. I may have a few connections. He doesn't understand negotiating tactics. He just understands food and
After
alcohol because he is proficient with brewer's tools.
after a few minutes, he comes back up on deck, and he's got a backpack that seems to be kind of like bulging with stuff.
Well, hopefully what's in there is valuable.
I wish my lamp made it.
I'm afraid it was doomed from the start.
It must have gotten broken during the spell jump. A lot of things move around when we do that.
The thing's in the bottom of an
Very
ocean
well.
right now.
Neve, you said you were heading to the market. I could join.
Sounds delightful. Yes, that's what people say to each other. Or yes, let's go.
I'd be following behind to cover the rear. And he's just like, anytime there's food out, he just like stares at it as they're walking. He's like staring at like fresh fish, like sea fish and everything.
Okay, yeah, you guys come down from your ship, across the pier. You see Captain Popo, speaking to this dwarf with like a white mohawk, that seems to be, I assume, the court, like you would assume, like the dock master or the harbor master, essentially, probably trying to get repairs figured out. And you travel into the mainland of the Rock of Brawl. I'll just scoot you guys over to the map.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and so also Lauren would kind of be like flying above them a little bit, like just playing some nice on his lute, some tunes, no real song, just kind of swooping and flooping in the air right above them.
So, is the market the first idea? Like, is that where you're going first?
That is neat.
Believe so.
Okay. Well, there's the lesser market. Is there a bigger? Okay. So, Chef, you know there's 2 options. There's the lesser market. It's much closer. But, it's probably like there's not as many options. Maybe like you won't find as many extravagant things there, but it's closer. There's also the Great Market, which is like a sprawling market that has all sorts of different things,
And that's in like the middle city, right?
Yeah, that's more toward the middle. Yep.
Hey, the things you're looking to sell, my little nosy friend. Gold pocket, was it?
That's Gold Spot. That is Fred.
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 I wink, but I wink with my robot eye, so it doesn't look like I'm doing anything but leaning into him. The things you're looking to sell, are they a little uppity in price, or are they more mundane? It kind of
It's
depends.
a mix.
The lesser market is closer, but
I would
probably not any buyers for anything.
I owe you a
extravagant.
large sum, so whichever market I has more money.
Oh, that would be the Great Market. And I'm sure Neve would like to check that out too. She's not one for riffraff.
Yes, the things I'll need will probably be at the Great Market.
I'm sad a little bit because they got, like, even though the food is questionable, it is so damn delicious. I eat, so if y'all have never been here before, I guess I would be leading the way to the Great Market at this point. Unless Clara looks like she knows where she's going.
Clara
Does
is
she seem to
just
know,
kinda-
like she knows where she's going?
she's lagging behind in the group. She's kind of doesn't have too much of an interest in it, so it's more like she's tagging along because you guys, the rest of the guys, are going with her. So
I just realized why you turned your color purple.
why is that?
No, you probably don't want to be recognized by any of the other people here.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'll start leading the way
Alright.
to the Great Market.
So
Okay.
what's all at this great market, chef?
What is all at this Great Market, my good DM?
Oh man. Let's
Any delights?
there's different foods, ingredients, there's magic shops, there's blacksmiths, there's armorers, there's let's see.
Anything your heart could dream
Yeah,
of.
alchemy. There's all different sorts of shops here. This is a massive market. As you approach, it's like a great open air market. A lot of it is tents. There is some smaller buildings for maybe more permanent stalls. But it seems like it's probably people like rent spaces and set up their own little shops here and there for the most part.
It's the galaxy's most expensive and extravagant flea market.
Yeah, it's like a flea market layout, only a little more sophisticated.
Yeah. When I say I may have seen a gilded loot once or twice for sale.
Oh, so many doodads to find.
There's like a Disney song that's in my head that's playing, and I can't figure out what it is. Oh, it's a Little Mermaid song when she's singing about all the stuff in her freaking cave. That's what's going on in my
That's
head.
a great song, man.
I was like,
Isn't
what
it
is this
neat?
song?
I got gadgets and gizmos.
Gizmos aplenty. Whenever you said that, that's what was going on in my head.
That is funny.
You hear like all sorts of different people shouting out their wares. You hear get your crawdaddies, get your crawdaddies here.
Move away from the group.
Best crawdaddies since Keijo still existed.
I immediately go to that guy. I'd be needing about 3 pounds, vacuum sealed.
3 pounds, 3 pounds. This guy gets it. He knows a good crawdaddy when he sees one. That'll be 10 silver pieces.
Hey, you got any of that Narland special gator drool?
Gator drool?
Yeah, it's like a sauce that you dip in.
Let me see if I still have some of that in stock. And he's rummages like in a shelf below. Last bottle. That'll be 6 silver pieces. It's not cheap getting this stuff sent all the way from Narlands. You know that.
I've been to Narlands a couple times. A shame what that space typhoon did to the place.
Yes, yes.
I don't buy that, and I was like, sorry about that, everyone. You can't pass up on good crawdaddy meat.
You can.
Neve, what are you looking for?
Specifically, vials of acid, potions of healing, or spell scrolls.
She's looking to
And-
spend some money.
And, of course, parts for my experiments.
Okay. So some of that stuff probably has an actual D&D price, so we can figure that out and just mark down whatever that is. You can get it for the standard price unless you want to haggle. For the assortment of random things, we'll figure that out after because I got to remember exactly the type of
that's
things
fine.
you need. But yeah, you
And
managed to
it'll
get.
depend what she buys, depending on how much she gets from Fred. I can't remember his
Fred.
actual name now.
Gimbal Glide Sprocket.
I gotta write that down since
Yeah.
he's like with us now.
And do you think I could get a rapier around here? I felt like I was a little unequipped when that captain hit me with his magic mace.
Hey, that's because you be fighting a magical being.
Well, we're all a little bit magical on the inside, even you, Chef.
Chef has this weird like thing that pops up into his head for a second, like a flash, and then he's like, I don't believe so.
Some people aren't.
No.
You do see a weaponsmith who's got like a wide assortment of varying swords and things.
All right. He'll just walk up. Oh, well, hello, good man. Do you by chance have a rapier for sale?
Turns around. It's the most beautiful blonde-haired elven woman.
I swear to God.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my. What is your name?
I know I've let myself go, but
Oh,
man.
Oh, oh no, I would not hear the words. Please don't say it so. You're the farthest thing from let go I've ever seen. Oh, my name is Lauren. Who are you? As he like tilts his little hat down and like takes a bow.
Evandra,
Evandra. Oh, it's a pleasure, dear.
how may I service you today?
Oh, well, I came for a blade, but now I would hope that tonight you could meet us at Steph, what's the local tavern?
be the happy beholder.
At the Happy Beholder. I'll be holding a performance tonight, and I would just die if you weren't there to see it.
Oh no.
Roll me a persuasion check.
All right. That's a 25.
Well, talented in the musical arts. And you're not
Oh,
too
yes.
bad looking. Maybe I'll swing by and listen. What's
Ah,
what can I do you for?
I just need an elegant blade, something to pierce with. I believe a rapier would work well.
Yes, well, we do have rapiers. I have this one. Or might I interest you in this? I've spent some extra time on this one. And she holds out a magical one with +1 rapier.
Oh, how much would that be?
Ooh, it's a great question. Let's go to D&D Beyond.
Probably. That's gonna be pricey.
It's gonna definitely be pricey. I mean, it's gonna be way beyond your budget, but
Oh yeah.
I gotta zoom out apparently.
Anywhere from 101 to 500 GP.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, is that an uncommon magic item?
Yep.
Yeah,
Plus one
sounds about
rapier.
right.
it was 100 to what?
101 to 500 GP. Because the DMG just kind of gives you a range for magical items. It doesn't give you exact prices.
This is my finest work, so I could part with it for 300 gold pieces.
Oh, you slay me, my lady. I, unfortunately, am but a humble minstrel. I can't afford such a masterpiece. I guess I will have to go with your other work, although I'm sure it's just as filled with your passion, just maybe not as much as magic. Is that one?
Of course, we sell nothing but the finest blades. If you want this one, I'll set you back 25 gold pieces.
That I can do, and I could never haggle with someone such as yourself. And he offers over the gold.
Pleasure doing business.
All right. Wait, what was her name again?
Vivandra.
Vivandra. I hope to see you tonight, Vivandra. And he'll kind of take another bow and walk off to the group.
Gimbal is like going shop to shop, like trying to haggle and sell various wares of his.
Yeah, Neve has just picked out what things she wants from places and is waiting for the money, and we'll do it after because she wants a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. So if you guys are all set on the stuff, we'll fast forward. What would you like to do after the Great Market?
Oh, well, I guess after Gimbal is done selling his crap, as we're kind of like regathering, Lauren would be like, so, how about it, my good man?
Oh, yes, of course. Perhaps let's find somewhere safe. Somewhere that we can get rooms for the night. Oh, I don't have to take the coin out in public. A lot of prying eyes. A lot of I don't
Keep
know.
a good hold on that. I'd hate for any pickpockets to take our money.
Yes, of course. Yes. So the snappy smolder.
Chef?
The happy beholder.
Happy beholder.
Man, my voice changed for that one. I mean, the happy beholder, that's me what it is.
All right, lead the way.
Chef, speaking of, did you behold her?
You should have said that you needed a blade that would pierce your enemy's hearts like she pierced yours.
Oh, I'm writing that down.
I go to wink at him, and I use my robot eye.
You flirt entirely too much, Lauren.
He'd be a young bird.
It isn't flirting if it's love. It's just an expression of my feelings towards her. Nothing but truth and honesty, the beauty of it all.
I want to say the week before you joined Clara, he'd been in love 7 times that week, yes.
She
And
shakes
I
her head.
mourn every loss.
When he was upset to find out it'd be a space whale.
Yes, that one was a bit tough. But you can express love in many ways, regardless of your size. Hurt just as much to see her go.
Okay, Lauren, let's be off now. Pat him on the back.
You head back toward the docks, and to the Happy Beholder, exactly where you remember it being. It is a fairly large building. It seems the tavern part is kind of in the front, and there's like a staircase around the back that like you would assume goes to like the actual rooms at the tavern. They're kind of on a second story built just kind of on the back end of the building. As you enter the establishment, it gets quiet for a moment as everybody looks at the new people walking in before they all get back to their rowdy behaviors. But immediately, for anybody who's never been here before, something catches your eye. That would be a massive floating fat chonker of a entity called a beholder. This essentially giant floating eyeball with teeth, and numerous eye stalks growing off of it, looks with all the eyes to the door as you walk in and meets your view. He's in this. He seems to be up on this this bar area that's like raised an additional like 5 or 6 feet off the other main level of the bar surrounding it. And he's like in this like square bars that has view of like all sections of the room. As you look around the rest of the bar, you see like all these different all these mirrors of different shapes and sizes. They're pointed at weird angles around the room. Very odd decor in here. But as you enter, there's a female hostess behind this short desk. Appears to be a halfling with like a tight ponytail. She says, "Good day.
Good day to you.
Are you just looking to drink, or did you need the services for the for the rooms? Are you planning to stay?"
I believe we've been in a room while our ship gets worked on, yes.
All right.
Do I know the beholder's name?
Yes. You know this beholder to be named Large Luigi.
Hey, and how's Luigi doing this evening?
No fights today, so that's usually a good sign.
None of the little laser eyes going off.
Not today. Thank
He
goodness.
must be in a good mood then.
Okay, so, that'll be how many rooms? You all, I assume, separate rooms. I mean, I don't judge. Separate rooms. Okay, so, man, I should just keep this D&D Beyond up, shouldn't I? How many are? How much are rooms in D&D?
Oh wait, here I got you. Is this a?
I should tell you on your
DM screen.
DM screen.
That's up in my stuff.
Is it a nice? What is it? Squalid, poor, modest, in, comfortable, wealthy?
I would say
aristocratic?
comfortable.
All right, so apparently that's 8 silver a night.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Is anybody sharing rooms, or are you all doing separate rooms?
Neve's getting their own.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my own room because I don't know who Lauren's gonna bring up there later. And last time we shared a room, feathers got stuck everywhere. He woke up, it was a mess.
Oh yes, I will need my own room, dear. And
Images were
what is your
burned
name?
into his backup hard drive in his brain that he can't delete for some reason.
Yeah, Clara will get her own room, but as she walks in, she's going to frantically look towards the front door to see if there's any posters up.
Ooh, any posters?
Oh.
What
do we have here?
What is there
Would
a
any
type
of
of
us see
poster in
that?
particular you're looking for?
Just so she doesn't spend too much time looking at it. She just want to see if there's posters of any like humanoid creatures or just people.
Okay.
Almost like something that resembles like a wanted poster. But if she sees something with just like a humanoid shape on it, she doesn't have to read it. If she sees it, she's going to do something.
There is as you like this entry space on the right side, there is a lot of posters. A very large amount of posters. Roll me either a perception or an investigation check as you scour through them.
Where is it? Let's do this.
Okay, so
13.
Okay, 13. So, you scan through the different posters. One catches your eye. It says, information wanted. Scourge of the Astral Sea. Beware the Astral Dreadmaw.
So what she'll do is her hair is currently up in a ponytail. So she'll undo the ponytail and form her hair into like these thick braids that hang down.
Okay, you're
Oh.
like changing your hair appearance.
Yeah, she's changed her hair appearance as soon as she spotted those posters.
Okay.
Never seen you do that before, Clara. Just feeling a change of scenery.
Sure, yes. Let's go with that.
I do an insight on Clark.
Yeah, can I insight that too?
Oh, by the way, anybody who got a room, separate room, 8 silver.
Gotcha. Oh.
My insight was a 14.
What do you want to roll, Grizz?
11.
Oh, I'm sorry. I talked over you guys and then I didn't pay attention to what you were saying.
They did an insight on Clara.
I'm doing insight to see if I can tell what prompted this change of hair.
What did you roll?
14.
14. Were you trying to be kind of like stealthy about this, or what? When you like went over to look at the posters.
It's more like, so she didn't go over there. It's more like her head, as she walked in, she was like, standing in the place. And as soon as she saw the poster, she just undid it and turned it into the braids.
Man, is there like a what's your charisma score?
Clara's?
My charisma or
No,
Clara's?
yeah, Clara's.
-1.
Okay, so that being the case, I will say your passive. What would be your passive, like, deception skill is beaten by Neve's roll. So Neve, you kind of think that something on those posters may have spurred this.
Curious. That's all she says as she gets her the key to her room.
Lauren will just ask the hostess, I'm a bit of a performer myself. I was hoping maybe I could possibly play something for you, and then if you like what you see, I could play tonight. I'm sure I could bring in some patrons and get them drinking.
Oh, sure thing. We often have different bards throughout here. So I mean, go ahead. Play to your heart's content.
All right.
but-
You haven't had one like me.
I would say maybe don't play between the hours of 8 to 10. That's when Theobald comes in, and he's rather picky about his time slot.
Oh, Lauren is very interested at the prospect of having a freaking bard duel with this guy.
This is
Oh
this
no,
is the
black
layout, by
spider
the
is
way.
here, boys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Black spider is here.
Take him down, Bravo 6.
So
There's two of them.
Two of them.
So this is kind of what you guys see. So that stone area is like the raised bar that I was talking about. And yeah, there seems to be patrons all scattered throughout the rooms on different tables. I assume you get which table do you guys want to take?
Well, Chef's here to party. He's trying to see if there's any like rambunctious groups that are going on, maybe arm wrestling and stuff. He wants to hang out with some pirates.
Yeah, in the back of the bar, there seems to be a group of rough-looking individuals who seem to be doing sorts of different betting games.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at them and say, "So where are we be sitting? Eyeing up a new score." Hey, it looks like Neve already chose for us.
As soon as you turn to say something, she just walks towards the most solitude table of the bar.
Yes, let's get this business with Gimbal sorted out.
Hey, I'll
Lauren,
catch up with you later.
I'll make sure to get you your share, Chef. He doesn't laugh. That was just me.
First, I'll be going up to the bar.
Okay. You walk up to the bar, and one of the body of this beholder of Large Luigi is turned facing the pirates or the ruffians. But one eyeball stalk turns and looks at you, and you hear, "Oh, you come to my bar."
Look what they did to my boy.
Oh, I recognize you. You've been here before. Large
Hey, Luigi.
Never forgets a face. That's Chef, right?
Aye, that be true. That be true.
What can I get for you, Chef?
Hey, what kind of good rum you got on under the tap?
Let's see. I had a thing for this. Let's take a look. Yeah. Rock a Brawl. Here we go. Shoot. Nope, nope, don't edit it. Okay. We have rum if you want, but yeah. I'm losing it. We also have specials today. Would you like the Eye of Guganda? Or perhaps the Psychonaut?
Oh, the Psychonaut be sounding very tempting. I'll take me one of those. How much that's gonna run me there, dear Luigi?
That would be 2 gold pieces, but you will experience quite a fun night.
Oh, I'm totally buying it. I slapped 2 gold pieces down. It's like,
Never a disappointment at the happy beholder.
And yeah, you watch as this mug is lifted off of a rack and flown into the air, and then a bottle is pulled off of a shelf and like psychically like comes over, pours something. Some sort of crushed up, maybe herb or something, is dropped into the drink. A stirrer comes, starts to spin it around.
That he put in it?
Give me a. I mean, yeah, you're like a food person. I mean, you can even give me cook's utensils here if you want. I'd allow it.
Okay. I'm so stupid. I saw that. I was like, a 21. I was like, there is no 21. It's a 12. 12 cooking utensils. That would be a 14. 15 if I do history.
Seems to be some sort of mushroom.
Let's do it. I'm about to see bright colors, baby.
Yeah. And after it's all concocted, he turns to face you with a wide grin on his face, and the mug gets telepathically, or I guess it's more of a shot, gets telepathically dropped on the table before you.
I'll shoot it immediately. And like as soon as I put the glass down, do I gotta make any type of save after I shoot this thing?
Yeah, give me a con save.
Wait, what? I got this all linked. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Bam. Let's see how long it takes to get inside the roll 20.
Ooh.
You take it like a champ. And
20.
yeah. Large Luigi stares at you with this grin, and he's just waiting to see the effects take hold. And you are staring at him, and he starts to get a little like wavy, and then like the colors in the room start to like change and go from like purples and pinks and greens. But so far that seems to be it. You're feeling good, and there's a little bit of a show going on, a color show.
All right, with that, I have completely changed my mind on talking to those pirates back there because I am too fucked up. And I'm gonna start walking, and I'm just gonna plop down next to Neve. And whenever I do, as they're kind of talking, my robot arm like pulls out like a glow stick from it, and I just start fiddling around with it while staring at it. Just...
We are at we are at time. Do you want to go a little bit longer?
We can go a little further.
Okay, a little further. Okay,
it's up to y'all.
I'm good.
I'm good.
We'll try and speed through this next part a little bit. Yeah, so with the rest of you at the table, Chef comes back. He has like a slight kind of like drift to his movement, but he's okay.
Could Lauren kind of get an idea that he's a little messed up?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like under the table, he's gonna like do whatever components he needs to do some prestigitations.
Prestidigitation. Damn it! Now you messed me up. Prestidigitation.
Digimon.
He's gonna like start doing some like puffs of colors and sparks and stuff around his head and around the glow stick and stuff. Just make him have an extra good time.
If you wanna see some colors, you go get that psycho drink thing. Someone's looking around. I'm like poking at the puffs with the glow stick.
That's for after the performance. No gimbal. I mean,
Yes.
not gimbal.
Fred.
You, Fred. Yes. The money.
Yes, the money. The money. The money.
Yes, the money.
Okay. I was able to sell some things I'd rather not have sold. But
And I'd rather our ship didn't get blasted.
I remember when I sold my baseball cards when I was a lad. It broke my heart.
300 gold.
Oh.
That's what I've got. And he plops a sack on the table, and it does make like a coin shattering sound, and he like goes to grab it. He's like, oh, just shut it up. Oh. Yes, there you go. Take it, quick, before anybody sees.
Just grab it and it goes inside my robot arm.
You do see like a few people turn their heads and look at your table because it's just strange.
Like you see, like I'm holding the glow stick and you see like this little robot hand reach out, grab it, and put it in his arm. And then I like go underneath the table and I just start like tapping the Vey on the side and be like, maybe you should be taking this. I'd be a little too far gone at this point. As you just see this compartment on his arm open up and there's a bag of gold sitting
The
there.
bag lifts up and then floats over to her.
All right.
300
Yes.
gold.
Might not be the best to split this up in here unless you do your little special hand under the table or something.
Look, it's out of my hands now. Whatever you do with it, if it gets lost, not reimbursing.
Hey, so what you're saying is since you've already paid us, we don't need to take you to that one place.
If you want the rest of your money, well, if I could hide out here, do you think the Empire would come looking for me here?
This is one of the most go-to stock ports in the wild sea or whatever this place is.
So most definitely.
Wildspace. Yeah, they're definitely gonna be here. I'm surprised we didn't see them when we landed.
Okay, shoot.
Also, how are you paying us the rest when we get to Faerun? Do you have someone there?
Yes. Yes.
Insight. On that.
Yeah.
All right, roll me insights.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
oops,
it's
I
low,
lost
unfortunately.
my character sheet for some reason.
His name
Only
is
an-
Sildar Hallwinter.
Only an 8.
Oh, Clara.
No, 10. It's 10.
Oh, yours is a 10? Oh, right, you have
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. Chef, are you inciting at all? I will say you would have
Yeah,
disadvantage right now.
disadvantage. I am so
Yeah.
gone right now.
What'd you get, Nive?
Oh,
Oh, only an 8.
oh, yeah.
Come on, bring it home
It's
with your
it's
colors.
not gonna be that good. It's a 13 is what I would get
Just
at disadvantage.
just under what he rolled, a 14. So,
Oh.
We're all stupid.
what I'll say is that you might get the hint that maybe he's not being completely truthful, but he was good for the money right now. So he has methods of obtaining money, clearly. Even if he doesn't have it there at the get-go, he'll pay up because he's clearly so far he's been a man of his word with terms of money.
I also, we're probably gonna need some of this gold to repair that ship.
True,
Well,
true. Or does
it's a
that
good
come
thing
out of the
that-
captain's cut?
You didn't ask for anything. It's good that you're good for that gold, because I'd hate to have it be more worth our time to just turn you over.
That is true. I would assume there's probably a bounty out for someone like you.
Hey, how much a bounty be going for these days on a fugitive of the Empire?
Okay.
And I'll just start laughing. Like, it's
Okay.
just, like I'm just joking.
Ah,
Like, it's real tense, and then I just start laughing.
Lauren's kind of just staring
good
at
one.
him, though. Like,
And
through the
Neve is
laughs.
also staring at him.
Give him a nice
I just
glare.
whispered in Neve.
Hey, wait, we being kind of serious with this.
And when I realize everyone's staring at him, I start staring back at
You
him.
know, maybe I'll order room service. I'm not feeling too. He gets up. He starts to go for the door.
Chef, does that robot arm extend?
Hey, no, but I got this.
Whenever he goes to stand up, I'm just gonna stand up and look at him and be like,
Oh, jokes aside, friend. I'd hate to cause a commotion with dropping a name like yours out in the public like this. Large Luigi never forgets a face.
It is true. You hear from
He
out.
also hears very well.
Mr.
anytime you-
Luigi, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Anytime you guys look like a different area of the room, you see a mirror, and if you look at the mirror after a few seconds, you see the reflection of an eyeball look back at you.
I was literally just about to ask that. So.
Aye, the best security system this side of Toriel.
Rock of Brawl. We're not on Toriel.
I wonder how he
Aye, that'd be
processes so
true.
much information. Well,
Right.
Did we know if our rooms were like adjacent to his? Like, is he at least like between us?
I'll say you got 4 or 5 rooms all in a relatively close section.
All right, but at least like when she like gave us our room keys or whatever, do we know that his like, which I don't know if she like numbered them out, but like would we know if his is in the middle? I just want to make sure he's sandwiched so someone can hear him walk by if he tries to sneak out.
You can you could have like given him, did you pay for his room?
no, I don't think any of us did.
I don't think
If
so.
he paid for his own room, you can't guarantee he was in the room in the middle, no. So
Okay.
you're not entirely sure.
It'll be time for a trade Z before bed.
I can take
All
care
right.
of it.
Good. Wouldn't want you slipping away, Fred.
Look, you're my best shot of getting out of here alive. I'm not going anywhere. Crowds make me nervous.
Well, that's oftentimes the best place to be hiding. When you see 1,000 faces, it's hard to spot one, but if you're hiding in a room full of 10, much easier to see.
Give me a persuasion check.
Unless there's lots of gin.
I'm bad at persuasion. I've got a -1, baby. Let's go.
I believe in you.
Click on it, dude. Come on, baby.
We all have negative to our charisma, except for Lauren.
Oh, it's bad.
No, I think best go to my room. Get me in the morning.
He's gonna be dead when he wakes up.
I'm waiting till he walks away. I'm not gonna say that while he's at the table.
He goes up to his room.
Let me escort you, Gimbal.
Good idea. And you
And,
guys,
I'll come with as well.
yeah, both of you leave, go up the side of the building, up the stairs, and he takes his key. It's number 9. It's a door on the left. He turns his key and he's getting ready to go into the room as he's like taking his key out.
What is ours? Do we know?
You look at your keys. Let's I'm gonna roll. You got number 3, Lauren, which is on the left. Neve, you got 8, which is on the back right.
Okay, so if he had 9, both of us are like away from him, right?
Yeah, you have. What did I just say he was? 9, did I say?
Yeah, I think you said he was 9. I think I was 3, and Neve
so
was
Neve
8, right?
is like opposite of his essentially.
Oh, okay.
It's like staggered slightly off, but on the other opposite side.
Gotcha. Well, do you think that's good enough, Neve? What room do you have?
I don't know if I want to tell you.
Oh,
8.
I would never.
I'm in room 8.
All right. Do you think it's good enough if you're across the hall from him?
I could be in any room and know when he leaves.
Oh, yes. I always forget about that. All right.
Oh.
Well,
What else does she know about our private times?
Really?
They have
that is an
scryo-vision.
excellent question.
And he shuts the door and you hear it lock.
As soon as he closes the door, the little like silvery orb that always is orbiting around her floats towards the bottom of his door, and she starts doing incantations with her hands, and starts ritually casting alarm in front of his door. So if he comes out the door, she'll know.
Cool.
Nice. Would Laura know what that is?
You might have seen her do it because she does it outside of her door, and that's how she knows every time somebody's coming to her door.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm like, how does Baka have an omnipotent being for a character?
No, just has alarm.
Spell.
First level spell.
So much sense.
Lauren just kind of like, oh, wow.
He is
So
a
then-
dozy and could glide out the window, but if he tries the door,
Oh.
I'll know. And I trance, so I'm pretty awake as it is all the time.
All right. As long as we don't lose track of him. Well,
Even if we do, we just tell the Empire is here, and then if they find him, we will be rewarded for it.
as long as it's not Captain Asmodean. Do you think she'd kill us just to sweep us under the rug? For attacking us out of her jurisdiction?
I don't know your obsession with her. I suggest you get
Oh.
over it.
He's
I
cold.
do like a strong woman.
There's plenty of
And-
other ones.
That's true. Like,
Somewhere far away, Balada gets this chill down her spine.
Now I have to kill an owlin and a goblin.
Grizz, up here, is there like a railing that like looks out upon the area, or is it like its own little hallway?
Yeah,
off?
it's sort of its own little hallway, but I'd say, I mean, from either stairwell, there's like a stairwell on both sides, both ends of the hall. There's a slight section of overhang where there's like a balcony you can see out off of.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Lauren will just look to Neve and, well, I think it's time to make some money and make some people smile. And he's gonna just like kind of rush off to the balcony and stand up and just say, now who's ready for a show?
8 o'clock hits.
And I think that's probably a good spot to end this session, as Lauren has to put on his show. So thank you all so much for watching this episode. We really hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe if this is your first time watching us and we've yet to do it. So thanks again, everybody. Let's keep making stories together.